Hey everybody, welcome to Weight Loss for Women Over 40. I am Nikki T and I am your host. Today we're going to be talking about how to feel enough on a day that magnifies everything. Before we dive into the topic today, I want to let you know my book is out. The Mind and Body Reset for Women Over 40 ebook is out. It is absolutely free and it is going to help you take that first step into feeling deeply connected into your body again. This is an 80-page massive guide. There's lots of journal prompts and lots of value in there. It's also going to tell you about the 5 mindset shifts that quickly determine whether your body is working for you or against you, and why everything you've tried so far has never clicked in the way you've hoped. So it's really a guide of helping you understand what exactly is going on in your body after 40, how your thoughts and your nervous system shape everything that you do, and how to create a mental foundation that makes weight loss feel a little bit more natural instead of forced. So if you've been feeling stuck or frustrated or feeling like your body isn't your own, then this is the ebook that you want to grab. Go to weightlossforwomenover40.net/reset. Again, it's absolutely free. It's an 80-page guide that you get to dive into. And make sure you let me know that you get it. And even more importantly, when you work your way through it, let me know how it goes. All right. So go to weightlossforwomenover40.net/reset to grab your copy today. All right, so let's talk about how to feel enough on a day that magnifies everything. So, this is something we all need, including myself, before like the holidays are really hit. Okay, so we've gotten through Thanksgiving, we've gotten through Halloween. I know for me, Christmas is next up on the list. You may have some holidays other than that that you're celebrating, but there's something about this time of year, this season, because there's the beauty of it, right? The twinkling lights, gathering of family and friends, taking pictures, the expectations that we have, the traditions that we still hold, and they magnify everything. So it magnifies your feelings, your doubts, your insecurities, your exhaustion, your happiness, your joy, loneliness when you're feeling overwhelmed, the desire to feel better in your body, the intensity about food, what you're worrying about food, what you think you should be eating or shouldn't be eating, or what you really want to eat, and your thoughts about the year that just happened, 2025, the year that we just lived, like that we blink and it goes by. Everything gets louder. And if you've been doing this for 4+ decades, the holidays often magnify one thing in particular, that quiet whisper that says, I should be more, I should look better, I should have done more, I should have feel different, I should have it more together. Like, what is my problem? So today I want to help you feel enough on a day that again makes everything feel really amplified. So let's take a breath together and say, you're safe here, you belong here, and I'm glad you are here, and you're already enough. And we're just going to help your mind catch up with that truth. So let's start with there's nothing wrong with you if the holidays bring up big emotions. Your brain is wired to look for danger, to track comparison, to seek belonging, to scan for perfection or imperfections, and to really notice what is missing. So when you take a normal day and you add in family dynamics, photos, food, memories, expectations, the pressure to be festive, the pressure to look a certain way, the reflection of another year passing. None of us are getting any younger that I know of. And the hope for a fresh start in January, your brain is basically like, oh, let me magnify everything all at once. This is very normal. It means you're a human. And nothing about your worth is determined by your weight, your holiday menu, your mood, your productivity, your family, your body. your appearance, your energy levels. Feeling not enough is a conditioned response. It's not your truth. You don't feel enough because of your body. You feel not enough. Sorry, you don't feel not enough because of your body. You feel not enough because of your expectations you have about your body. You weren't born thinking my arms shouldn't jiggle, my thighs are too big, I should be smaller for these Christmas photos, I shouldn't have eaten dessert, everyone else looks better. Those beliefs were handed down to you. You inherited them. You absorbed them like a little sponge. You learned them, and it's usually from, of course, culture, right? Society, dieter's mentality, right? Or even dieting. You learned it from the people that you were surrounded with as you grew up, women and men. They dictated how you showed up in the world. Social media, another big one, right? Very influential on you. Comments people make. Love this one. I just did a reel on, how relatives like your aunt or someone makes comments to you about your weight or your size. Go check it out on Instagram at Weight Loss for Women Over 40. Um, and also seasons where you didn't feel supported or seen. So when the holidays magnify things, it's not really about food or that extra weight around your stomach. It's about the old stories that trigger you. Stories like, I have to be perfect to be loved. I need to be smaller to be accepted. My body is the problem. And if I don't look good, I shouldn't be in this family photo, or I should hide behind someone. And don't deny it. I know you guys do this. You hide behind someone, or you pick someone that you think is heavier than you and you stand beside them so you think you look smaller. I hear you. But you don't need to fix your body. You can if you want to, right? But it's not about fixing the body. You need to update your story about your body. And that's what makes you feel enough. And then if you want to change your physical appearance, you can still do that too. So I hope like in the past couple podcasts, we've kind of been touching on the subject of not enough and just being accepting of what is currently on. That's not to say that you can't go get that body that you want or unearth her, right? Because it all starts with your mindset. The body that you want will come very quickly after you get your mindset set up. So don't think that when I'm like, be content with yourself, it's not that I'm saying stay where you are, because you absolutely can go get the body that you want, but get the mindset set up first. That's where the real magic and traction happens. So here's what I want you to do when the day feels heavy, right? We've got, I don't know how many days before Christmas, but I'm sure every day as it's getting closer, there's some heaviness that is compounding onto you. And again, it's making everything more magnified. You may feel behind, or you may feel inadequate, or you may just feel like off. So, step one, I want you to press pause on the mental squirrels that are running around in your brain. Just pause them. Put your hand on your chest. Feel yourself breathing. Feel your body supporting you, right? Your body is containing your soul right now. It is the vase that your soul lives in. Say this out loud or silently. I am safe in this moment. My body's got me. Just that phrase will pull your brain out of threat mode, especially when you have contact with your body, with your hands, your heart, especially. I mean, that's the center house for everything, right? Second thing I want you to do is shift from self-judgment to self-acknowledgement. Ask yourself, what am I doing really well right now? And I want to encourage you not to use the word good because dieter's mentality will sell you the story of you're either good or you're bad. Those words will conjure up a trigger to you, whether you know it or not. So, what am I doing well right now? It could be that you're just showing up, right? Are you showing up as the version you want to be? Maybe not physically yet, but mentally. Are you showing up as her? Are you doing the best with what you have? A lot of people are wandering around this planet on autopilot and they don't even realize it. And they're making decisions from autopilot, but they're doing the best that they can with the information that they have. This is why if you are showing up to my podcast every week, you are getting a download. You are increasing your knowledge about mindset. Take it a step further, get in one of my programs. You'll be amazed at how fast your life will shift. But you're doing the best with the information that you have. Am I being thoughtful? Are you recognizing when your thoughts are thoughts? Your thoughts are not you. Separating yourself from your thoughts is kind of weird and freaky initially, but once you do that, you can see they're just thoughts. They're just like ticker tapes that are going through your brain. Doesn't mean they're you. You get to decide whether you want to latch onto them or not. Your brain is wired to skip what you're doing right, which you're, I don't even want to say right. Your brain is wired to skip all the wins, all the things that you're doing well. And you have to bring focus to it. You have to celebrate all those little wins, even if they seem like the most minuscule little things ever. Because the more you do that, your brain will keep tally of it. Step 3, I want you to reclaim your body from expectations. Instead of, I should look better in this sweater, I want you to practice, my body is allowed to be exactly what she is today. Instead of thinking, I shouldn't eat this or I should be eating this, practice, I'm allowed to eat food without guilt. You become enough when you start treating yourself as enough. Number 4, choose presence over perfection. Ask yourself, what actually matters to me today? What is actually going to move the needle one small step forward in the direction that I want? Or am I just going to stay kind of here right now in neutral? That's okay too, right? We just don't want to backslide. And even if you were backsliding, that's not a problem. Just recognize you're backsliding and then get back up to the middle and then kind of neutral. And then what am I going to do to move forward? And again, it doesn't have to be these huge things. It could be literally going and downloading my free ebook. That could be something you do today that moves you one step forward to getting the body you want, to getting that mindset set up, not just to get the body you want, but also to change your life. I'm telling you, as more people go through my program, I love it. They're like, oh my gosh, this has changed my life. This has changed how I look at things. This has changed how I look at myself, how I look at food. It just changed my life. Relationships, like everything. So it trickles into all areas of your life, not just the body that you want. So what actually matters to you today, right? Not what matters to mom, to your partner, to social media, to your old diet, your dieter's mentality, and most importantly, your inner critic. But you, what matters to you? And maybe what matters is feeling calm today, feeling connected, whether it be to someone else or to yourself. Having meaningful conversations. This applies not only to actual other human beings, but to yourself. Are you having a meaningful conversation inside your head? Enjoying a meal, getting through the day without a meltdown, laughing, resting, and protecting your peace. Whatever your answer is, that becomes your true north. So if you are feeling behind this year, because 2025 is closing out, in a couple weeks, I want to really address this head on because, again, the holidays bring this out like nothing else. If you are feeling behind this year, behind on your weight, your goals, your health, your habits, your energy, your life, whatever it is, I want you to hear me. You are not behind, you are becoming. And I promise you, wherever you are at currently is exactly where you need to be. And you're not going to know this until a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, when you look back and go, oh my gosh, I know exactly why I was there for that season, for that time period, why that happened. Because if it hadn't happened that way, then all the other dots wouldn't have connected this way. Life is not linear. Healing is not linear. Your body is not a machine. You don't owe anyone some holiday version of yourself. It's funny, I've been catching some of the Hallmark 9,000 Hallmark movies, right, that are available to us now at this time of year. And, they all have the same plot line. But that's not true, right? And that's, I think, part of why we get wrapped up in them or we enjoy them so much because it takes us out of what we're actually experiencing and puts us into this altered reality. Now, with that said, that doesn't mean that you can't create a live version of that in the most healthiest way for yourself. And maybe this year was hard for you. I get it. The past couple years for me have been challenging, growing, and beautiful, all in the same aspect. I have learned so much about myself. I know I'm exactly where I need to be in this time in my life, and I'm okay with it on most days, right? And I think that's normal. But, I had some goals, I didn't hit them. That's okay. Same with you. If you had some goals and you thought you would hit them by now, it's okay. Maybe you've gained some weight. Maybe you've slipped into old patterns. Maybe you're just tired. Start listening to your body. And if you haven't done those things, it doesn't make you any less worthy. You're still here. You're still moving forward. You're still learning. You're still growing. And that is more than enough. So I want you to imagine this. You walk into the holiday season not trying to be perfect, not trying to shrink yourself, not trying to earn some place that you think you have to hold, not trying to hide your body, not trying to overperform for your worth. But instead, you walk in knowing I am enough before I even arrive. Because again, the day you popped out onto this planet, you are worthy. Worthiness is tied to you being alive, not by the things that you have done or haven't done or the way you look. You are worthy because you are a human being on this planet. You don't need to eat perfectly. You don't need to look perfect. You don't need to host your parties perfectly. You don't need to be happy clappy all the time and smiling like nothing is wrong. And you don't need to show up perfectly. Showing up perfectly is boring. Show up like the fireball mess that we are, right? You see me or hear me on this podcast. I make up words. I combine words together. I fub all the time. There's so many things that probably people could pick apart about my podcast. I don't care. I show up as me. This is me showing up every week on this podcast, unedited, edited, yeah, and unedited. I'm gonna laugh. Yeah, unedited. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, here I am. I'm showing up. Love me or don't. It's okay. I'm not for everyone. So, anyway, but you being you is such a gift to everyone else. right? You are the only you on this planet. I am the only me on this planet. I don't care if you have a twin sister or quadruple sisters, brothers, whatever. You are yourself individually the only one. So why don't you let yourself shine? Be you. Stop trying to be other people. They're already taken, right? Isn't that a saying? People don't love you because of your jean size, your stomach, your arms, your meal choices, or your holiday outfits, though they may like your ugly sweaters on occasion. But they love you for your heart, your presence, your wisdom, your resilience, your humor, which I hope you guys enjoy mine, your energy, your warmth, and your soul. Your body is the least interesting thing about you. And unfortunately, as women, I think we are taught otherwise. So, as we move into the holidays, remember this. You don't have to earn your place or shrink to belong. You don't have to pretend to feel festive if you don't want to. I know there's some people that are grieving from loved ones that have passed and things like that. I have a client who's feeling it pretty hard between a birthday and a parent loss. So I get it. You don't always have to be happy. It's okay. That's part of the human experience. You don't have to be anybody except yourself. And embrace that. Holy crap, you're the only you there. No one else can replicate you, duplicate you, nothing. Even if someone were to steal all my IP, right? My intellectual, what is it called? Oh, it just popped out of my head, but all my stuff. They can't replicate me, right? They can't replicate you either. You can absolutely look to people for inspiration or motivation, essentially, right? But it's got to be internal. It's got to come from you. It's got to be very intrinsic, not extrinsic. You don't have to be better. You're more than enough right now, exactly as you are. Even with the 50 pounds that you may be carrying, 100 pounds doesn't matter. Even if your stomach folds over your pants or your bat wings are wiggling under the sweater, it doesn't matter. You are enough exactly as you are. And if the season feels overwhelming or tender or really heavy, it does not mean that you're failing. It just means that you're human and you're trying to heal, right? You're working on healing. I truly see you, and I am walking through the season right next to you. And you are enough on the holidays and every other day that you've been on this planet. I hope that this was helpful to you, and just be you, right? Embrace you. I will see you on the next podcast episode.